Dated. Doesn't work.
Because it's old school.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Cosplay Collective podcast. And this is episode 20. Yeah, we are 20 episodes in, and I am joined as ever by Mr. Lex Cole,
Hey.
by Mr. Keir Donahue,
So.
by Mr. Matt Bellhouse,
You're right.
and by Tom Bombaldi. Bombaldi. Bum 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 bum.
It's like 3 syllables and no one can get that.
Oh dear.
In Tom, I can't even say his name. Isn't he a character from Lord of the Rings?
Yeah, he's like this incredibly powerful character that just doesn't bother helping them because he can't be fucked. He'd rather just hang out in his house and with his wife and get pissed and sing. I was like,
that sounds like your kind of character.
yeah, I could save the world, but I can't be fucked.
Talking about saving the world, we're all been saving the world of cosplay, I guess.
Quite a segue.
Yeah. We haven't really worked on. Well, I say we haven't really worked on much. I haven't really worked on much, but everybody else has been working on snippets of stuff here and there. It's quiet though because it's not con season. Con season is slowly coming over. Right. What's the next con now? Like Blackpool Comic Con, and then it's Birmingham.
MCM.
Blackpool, then London, then Birmingham and Wales for me.
So there's still cons going around. It's just getting a little quieter at this time of year.
I didn't realise there was much of a con scene in Wales.
There's two, I think.
So that was right.
Yeah, you got Rex. You
There's
got
two,
Rex.
but twice a year.
You got Rex.
Oh right. There's also another one in Londudno, which is in 3 weeks. So yeah, there's quite a few. There's 5.
No, it's not too bad. At least it's a bit of a scene in Wales. Yeah. Who wants to start off? Because I haven't really got very much to start off with. I really haven't. I've got a couple of designs here and there. Actually, you know what? I'll start off with Lex, seeing as he seems to be the one who's got the most amount done.
Fine. Well, I like Batman, and I was at what Comic Con were we at the other week? Manchester. I was at Manchester, and we've lost it. And I was looking around, and I was looking at the Batman, and I saw a Nolan Batman, awesome. I saw armored Batman, and I saw non-armored Batman. But the non-armored ones are always skinny, and you see a lot of armored, because they're great. But I really like classic Batman, just the suit, no like full armor or anything. Hell, I even played recently the new Arkham Knight game, complete with the new 52 skin. Didn't even use the armored version at all. So I thought, you know what? I really want to go as Batman, but I want to be a muscular one. But I really can't be bothered to go down the gym. So I started building a muscle suit, which, if you look at Flex Designs on the web, they cost about $1,000. So I thought, screw that, I'll make it myself. And takes a little bit of doing up. I'm rather than building it over a Zentai suit like most people, I'm doing it with compression gear, so I can still go to the toilet on my own. That's the test of a god cosplay. Can you go to the toilet on your own without needing someone to do you up? Right, that'll do for now. This is the muscle suit. Here's my belt.
Yeah, tell people about what you've actually got on the belt, though.
Right. Belt? Okay, I'll start off the belt. Belt, see these great metal pouches? They're cigarette cases.
What?
So, yeah. I'll run around. All of my belt is built around actual gadgets. So I've got a very big, powerful backup phone battery here. I've got a phone holster there. I've got a few different cases there to put cables and stuff in. Then I've got a wallet. and then I've got a camera holster because I actually want to be able to take my money and my phone with me whilst I'm at the convention, and I haven't got pockets in the bodysuit. And the great thing is, like, you get some very restrictive cosplays, and this I can do anything with.
Just
So
do
if
it.
you don't think it's in your league, just do it.
You can actually do with it.
I would do that, but I've got a cape going on there anyway. So there's that. I've got gloves. I'm working on symbols and stuff, but I'm doing slightly different. Here's my symbol for starters. Look at it. It looks rather weird. I've got a stone texturing spray which I've sprayed over all of my parts. These will be moulded and cast in polyurethane rubber, which will give it a slight bumpy looking look to it, which will mean it won't look so flat. So hopefully all of that, and I've got a cowl coming from someone on Etsy, Hero Wears.
You won't.
Hopefully that comes soon. And I've got a basic cape for now, but I will be having a proper decent cape made up for me in due course.
Who are you getting to make the cape?
I've got a friend. I will mention her whenever I've got it done. Fuck, I'm actually stuck in this at the moment. The Zix got stuck. Calm down.
Hey.
I don't need any help to get out of it.
Yeah, I don't need help. Really? Really, you don't need help?
I'll get out of this.
You see, on the day of the con, it's going to be like that episode of The Simpsons where the grandpa's kidneys explode.
That's me. I'll
No,
let
like
guys
you
talk
said,
while
you
I
could get out of it.
But yeah, that's what Lex has been working on, because I haven't really been working on
I'm
anything.
out.
Kia, you have actually been. You have you've been bringing sexy back.
I have. Those trousers, though. Oh
Yeah.
my god. Oh, you dick. You absolute-
Please say you bought some of the photoshops.
That photo has helped
What?
me
This
get to
has been
sleep many a
photoshopped
night.
and I've not seen the Photoshop. Wait a second. Let's make this funnier.
Nice. They're pretty cool, though.
They do look cool.
We have to thank Lex to thank for these, by the way.
Lex, what do you do in your spare time to find
Yeah.
stuff like this? Is what I want to know.
I'm just actually really good at just finding anything on the internet. So
But yeah, they do look like they are actually for something. They're not just a sexual fetish that he has.
No. It's obviously Ant-Man. That's the grand plan.
Oh, I still haven't seen that.
Honestly, I had a look at the. I've cut all the templates out and everything, and it looks difficult, man. This helmet. I'm gonna have to. I think I'm gonna do part Pepakura and part freehand on it.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I could 3D print one there.
They do. It does look awesome. That.
It will. Hopefully, it will do once it's all built. I'm having a bit of a problem, like working out the size at the moment. It's not like a hard helmet where it just you put a scale in and it prints out. And, with this one it's a bit trickier.
Yeah.
Like getting that mouthpiece in the right place, and scaling it up is quite difficult. But we'll see.
Why didn't I get invited to? By the way, why didn't I get invited to any of these Photoshop challenges? Some of these,
an official thing.
some of these are brilliant.
Lex just took it upon himself to do this. Now,
With great power.
to be honest, this is a little sick fantasy or something of Lex's, isn't it?
And the next one.
And the last one, because the last one I quite like as well.
Spot on.
Brilliant. Right, well, now we've all had a laugh at my expense. Move on.
Yeah, but yeah, back to the Ant-Man thing. Yeah, really, Yeah.
The idea
Definitely.
was to basically use those funky levers, and then build on top of them. And
So why did you use those rather than a motorcycle suit? Just to explain to people.
why? Because a motorcycle suit, as you obviously said, Lex, is going to be far too fucking hot.
Oh, it'd be fucking roasting in a
Yeah.
motorcycle, so
And
I can tell you that now.
the jacket that I bought for this has got like a quilted lining in it. It's not very thick, but I'm actually going to take it out.
Mm.
Take the lining out.
Got to remember in cosplays, make sure you don't boil in them.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
mind you, I'm used to my bat suit, and that is roasting. That is absolutely roasting.
Listen, you could be called Matt Balehouse and almost collapse at con.
Yeah, yeah.
Not this year.
Yeah, you've actually you've made some ideas and improvements for that.
Absolutely, indeed.
Yeah, man. It's good to know that you're working on something where you're not going to collapse. You know what?
Yeah.
I'll move on to what I've been working on at the moment. There's not very much for me to be able to show off because I haven't really started on very much. But a long time ago, I said that I was working on Project Pumpkin. This is what Project Pumpkin is going to be. Nobody can guess it just as of yet, but it's going to be related to Spider-Man, and it's Green Goblin. I'm doing the Green Goblin from Spider-Man. I am building a glider out of a kid's remote control ride-on car. I'm going to cut it up and then going to make a body over the top, which I can take apart so that I can ride it at con.
Ideal.
And anybody else can use the remote control, so you can all ride me around on my car. Woo!
I'm gonna get completely pissed and just steal it off you and drive off into the sunset at like 5 miles an hour.
What was it that you said before, Tom? That you were
I'm just gonna drive you after Gwen Stacy cosplayers, just all those Spider Gwens, just like yeah.
Brilliant. So, Matt, what have you been working on?
I found, I suppose, a way of getting over my procrastination with this whole thing. And the fact that, because I kind of got 3 different cosplays planned, I'm just kind of jumping between each one at random, no, waking up in the morning, not actually having any kind of plan of which bit I'm going to do next, and just thinking, right, I'll do this, and then the next day I'm working on one of the other ones. I've had my new helmet for my Iron Avenger arrive, so that's come from the States.
Yay!
So, with my faceplate.
Yeah.
And as you said from last year, it will also open up. So I've got the electrics, to do that. Basically, I've got all the electrics and the parts and stuff. And I was saying to Keir the other night, the guy that I got the electrics from, I've not really had much experience with before, but the guy was brilliant in terms of the I suppose the after service he gave me when I bought that. It's a kit that cost me about 80 quid in total, but I'm a complete novice with electrics, with lighting and everything else there, and I have no idea what I'm doing. And I messaged him saying, could you help me and stuff, and he rang me straight up and taught me through every little bit of it, what goes where and how to put it all in and stuff like this, and he's a really, really good guy. So I'm feeling a lot more confident about getting that fitted, but I need to paint it first. So the helmet at some stage, get it sanded down, prime it up and painted, and then I get on that. My arrow is kind of being done really, but all the other bits and pieces I've bought for that. So obviously Leia's almost finished my suit for that. She's going to be doing the lining and stuff on there, so I should be getting that pretty soon. And I've got the bow and arrow set coming from Neil's Cosplay one, so I invested in the end and bought the posh one, in the hope that if I get bored with it, I can always flog it and make my money back on it because it will hold its value. It's a decent one. The bit that I've kind of been cutting out and working on more in the last kind of few weeks though is my Lego Jim Gordon.
Which I actually do have a quick print of.
Yeah, so that's the actual vinyl sheet. So that arrived yesterday. So that's for the front and back of the torso. That's basically been laminated and cut on vinyl for me, so it's the right shape. So I've just cut the foam torso pieces out yesterday, but I've not built it yet. So I've got to get that all glued together, but that will basically, I'll be human one of this little dude.
Yeah! Woo! It's going to be a little Jim
I've got
Gordon.
my own little reference. Got my own mini figure. The helmet and the head and the gloves are being made by a guy called Brickbeard's Cove, which is over in America again. But he makes some brilliant stuff. I followed him on Instagram for quite some time, and I just thought, if I'm going to be part of the Bat Fam next year, I wanted to do something a bit different, and a regular Jim Gordon just in a trench coat, and I'd have to grow the damn tash again, which I really don't want to do. So I thought, I'll put a bit of a spin on it, and I like the old Lego Batman things, but I've never seen a Lego Jim Gordon, so I thought it'd be something to do. I've got my gun finished, which is finished,
looking
fully
really
painted,
cool.
primed at the top. So did that one. That was off something David had done. He basically bought a gun from. It's like a water gun basically, which we got from Tesco. It was on offer. And the primer, paint, everything. Took it apart, primed it all, painted it all, and put it all back together again. And it's cost less than a tenner for the whole thing. And I've got my little torch, which is my little bat torch.
Oh, yeah, that's
He'll have a bat torch in one hand and the gun in the other. I'm going to try and see if I can work a way of basically being able to fit the gun somewhere either onto the leg or onto somewhere where it hangs, basically. So I'll be able to, not have to carry it all day, but I'll have to see how that works. But otherwise, that's basically all I've done so far.
Awesome.
So who have we actually got for Bat Fam next year?
Well, I'm redoing Alfred Pennyworth. I am redoing Alfred.
Shuki is going to be Batman again.
Obviously, you're going to have Kira as Batman.
Obviously, because Archie's coming as well.
Yeah, and Archie's coming as well. Which
Who's Archie coming as?
Hey,
Who's Archie coming as?
Damien. Damien Wayne.
The best Robin.
Can we get away with 2 Batmen?
Well, we were talking about doing what is it? The Batverse stuff.
That's not a bad shout at some point, definitely.
Yeah, I really. The thing is like everybody, like you're all doing Batverse, but I'm working on Owlman, which is basically reverse.
Who is Batman?
But it's like the reverse of Batman. He's like the anti-Batman as such, and that's the reason why I like him quite a fair bit.
Really cool.
Also, he's James Woods.
Yeah, he's also James Woods. Someone to care for, to be there.
That is a scarily good impersonation.
How many times did we sing that at Manchester?
I have no idea. Anyway.
James Woods.
Yeah, so we were talking about doing Batverse, and we've also got the Bat Family, which we're going to redo for next year.
Expand on it. That's the idea, isn't it? Basically.
Yeah, basically, like because we
Some Batgirls and
like, this is the thing. Like, I don't want to poke fun at Leia. I really don't, because I love her to bits. But she was saying that she might end up having to, like, because she has to have an operation soon. She was saying that she might have to be in a wheelchair at one point. My thought is, why doesn't she do Oracle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect, really, wouldn't it?
I don't know who I'd be if I can't. If I don't know who I'd be.
Do Terry Oh no. Could you do Terry McGinnis? I don't know.
Well, yeah, no, you could. You could.
Yeah, I guess you could do Terry McGinnis.
I forget who's doing.
You should be a villain. Why don't you be a villain?
That's not exactly Bat Fam, is it?
Yeah, but
Do Azrael.
Azrael.
Azrael, that's not bad. That's not a bad shout. Azrael.
When is this for?
Tomorrow.
I think we were gonna do it for LSCC, but I'm not sure what's happening.
I'd have to see, because I'm trying to get a Dawn of Justice suit done by then.
DLG. Yeah. So Tom, what have you been working on?
Absolutely. I keep getting distracted and building more bits for my Link cosplay. So instead of sitting down and working on all the armor for a cosplay group that I promised I would work on, I went and made a Kokiri shield instead. Yeah.
That's a real chicken, guys. That's actually a real chicken.
I had a chicken on hand, but it's like that is actual fear because it just before or just after that picture is taken, the chicken freaks out and jumps out of my hands.
Did it try and attack you though? That's the question.
No, the ginger one. There's a ginger one which isn't canon. It would have attacked me, so it was locked away because it's a vicious chicken, which is a thing. There are vicious chickens.
But yeah, you were working on that.
Yeah, and I'm also working on sourcing all the materials for it's a cosplay I wanted to do for a really long time, and Tattoo Deviant has twisted my arm, and he's much stronger than I am, so I have to. He's doing, I don't even know, I don't think it's a secret, he's doing, if it is, edit this out, or just don't watch this bit if you're watching it live. He's doing Predator for, I think, October.
Oh,
for
he's already
MCM.
started posting pictures for that.
That's
So
it, good,
I wasn't
cool.
sure what.
I wasn't sure if that was just on his personal account or his cosplay page, but
No.
I'm doing a Xenomorph to go alongside him.
Oh no, you bastard! I've always wanted to build a Xenomorph.
And I'm building the whole thing out of foam. I've already
Oh.
planned out the entire bodysuit, which is going to be fine. It's just the tail that I'm trying to figure out, and the head, which is going to have to be...
The tail would be quite easy to do. You just have to build it in foam sections and like put like long
Wire.
screws in and wire, and then all you'd have to do is like make them.
Because I want to have it so... Because you see a lot of aliens at cons where they've got the tail and it's on the ground, which is cool.
But you want it upright where...
I want it upright, yeah, so I could just accidentally poke people in the eye with it as I'm going past.
Ah, I can't wait to see that. I didn't even know that you were building that.
Yeah, no,
That's
I've got
awesome.
all the foam I need, but I need a lot of like, you know those tubes that insulation for. I need like a metric fuck ton of that.
People have done before with tails where they use like hidden wire and they attach it to their hand so that when they move their hand it moves the tail at the same time.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So I could have it mobile, but to keep it upright when that's happening, I need to. I don't know.
I think it's like if you look at it carefully, it's the way that it's strung.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like makes it actually turn the opposite to the way that you move your hand. If you know what I mean?
Ooh.
Yeah, have a look at it. I'd look on YouTube. There must be some tutorials on there about it. That's
I'll have
why
a
I look for everything.
Yeah. But I gotta get paid first. But I live right across the road from our local hardware shop, so it's gonna hit like the end of the month. Everyone else in my department is gonna be like, "You coming to the pub?" No, I gotta go to B&Q. What? Yeah, I gotta buy like 50 quid's worth of foam insulation. Okay.
They're gonna like. Did they actually know that you're a cosplayer?
They have no idea. They just think that I'm this angry Irishman that screams at users. And that's all they really care about. I am also that.
That's gonna be one of those things where you're just gonna randomly walk out towards Brighton Comic Con one day, dressed up, and people in your apartment are gonna be like,
"There's a
"What the-"
cosplay event on the 28th, is it? She's not available. It's on the 28th, but it's during the day. I think it's going to be lots of kids, but it's calling all cosplayers to come down for, it's like a sort of 6-hour event in the middle of the city.
Oh.
It's a sort of like small, not even a comic store, it's just like sort of open market selling nerdy stuff.
That's
But
awesome.
there's going to be cosplay events down there as well, so I might be doing that as my next thing. But lots of people in my department have kids, so I might actually see some of them in full cosplay. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just gonna roll with it.
Yeah, no, that's more like it. That's what you want to be doing, going out and doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
I've actually got something next week.
Oh,
yeah?
what are you doing?
Yeah, there's a Geek Fest not too far from there. It's like a cosplay event. It's like running for like 3 days.
Very nice.
Yes, at least you got something down there for once.
It's a little like con. So I'm not expecting much, but you know.
Yeah, I've got one here. It's WinterCon, I think it's called.
WinterCon.
31st of October. October? Oh, so Halloween. But I think it's more for like sort of horror fanatics and Magic the Gathering and that sort of. It's less comic book end of the nerdy spectrum.
Well, the one that I looked up, that's near to me, actually says if you're a cosplayer, this event is perfect for you. So I was like, oh, right, okay.
Yeah, just like it's perfect for you. Guess what? You remember how at MCM how we just couldn't get anywhere because people were taking photos of you? It's going to be the same down there, mate.
Oh, he's
won't
going to be
able to
gutted.
move.
I don't mind. I don't mind.
Yeah, but yay! Cosplay. I haven't worked on any. I've got loads of stuff like.
There yet? Probably anywhere in Batman, but I might do Captain America.
Oh yeah, you're working on your armor Captain America still, aren't you?
I've still no, it's pretty much done. Apart from I'm gonna look at the legs later on. Like I'm gonna revisit it and sort all the legs out, armor up the legs a bit more, and put loads of accessories with it. But I'm really hooked on this Ant-Man thing at the minute. That I can't really start it for another couple of weeks. I haven't really got the time. But once I do, I can't wait to get this one done.
I've still got to work
Have
on
you seen it?
You knock it out in about an hour, knowing you.
Yeah.
No, I've worked it all out. Like I know how I'm doing it, so it should be pretty quick. But I haven't worked. This is, it's not a lot of foam, involved with this at all. Apart from like the helmet and the accessories.
Well, I was saying to Lex before, like Lex finds the most awesome shit on eBay.
I know.
Like,
I know.
He just finds, like, have you seen?
He linked me up with everything I needed within about an hour, and I was just like, "What the fuck?" I even said to you, Lex, didn't I? How does your brain work so fast?
That's like I'm part of the computer these days.
The thing is like Lex has found this really cool stuff, like this really cool armor, which is rubber. It's known as rubber armor, which is mainly used for motorcycling.
Okay.
If I can get a picture of it for you, it's really cool stuff. At first, it made me think it would be really good for making Hawkeye. There we go.
Ah, okay.
It'd do really well for Hawkeye. And then I
That's cool.
thought, why don't I do Daredevil? I could do that, get hold of that, change the black one to like a maroony colour. You can buy the helmets pre-made online. Like you can buy them for 40 quid for a Daredevil helmet.
When is Netflix second series of Daredevil coming out? Because I want to see what they're doing with the.
They're filming it at the moment because they're filming Punisher.
They're filming what?
Punisher?
Yeah, I see.
Punisher's got his series on at the same time, and like they're crossing the two between each other.
They're crossing.
They're also doing Jessica Jones at the same time.
Oh,
which should be pretty cool.
fair enough.
But yeah.
I didn't think Ant-Man anyway. I want to talk about Ant-Man.
Yeah, let's talk about Ant-Man. Who's not seen Ant-Man?
I haven't seen Ant-Man.
Oh, right, okay. Tom, we won't ruin it for you. Just go and fucking see it. Honestly.
No, talk about. I don't mind it being spoiled because it's yeah.
Well, what if anyone's viewing? If anyone's viewing.
Well, it's okay. You can just say spoilers, and then they can cover their ears.
I don't have it on this page. Where is it? I am missing it. I am actually. Where is it? It's that one. Eddie the Spoiler Ghost. There we go.
Cover your ears, kids, if you don't want spoilers.
Eddie the Spoiler Ghost.
I genuinely thought it. Apart from Winter Soldier, it's my favourite Marvel film. I think.
I thought it was too much of a comedy. I thought it's more
loved
comedy.
I thought it was brilliant. But
Maybe that's why I liked it so much.
You know what?
It wasn't taken seriously, and I just thought it was really, really fun. And I think Paul Rudd is brilliant.
I'm going to explain something about the genuine, like the way that Marvel do most of their movies, right?
Yeah, go on.
Marvel start off with they always start off with a cool action piece, always.
Yeah,
They did it in Avengers: Age of Ultron. Then it kind of gets a little bit slower. Then it dies a lot and gets really slow paced. Then all the action comes in like one big clump, and then it goes really slow paced at the end. Like it just really rolls out. Whereas what Ant-Man did is it was slow paced to begin with, built up, and then the most amazing action scene nearer to the end of the film.
Which is how you should do it, isn't it? Really?
Yeah. It's the formula that Marvel's not used yet.
The thing that made that film work is his Mexican mate, and I didn't catch his name, but the Mexican dude in it.
Yeah.
He is just brilliant. Comedy genius.
To me, like the movie, like his little blue things he can throw at people, it grew on me.
Sake. I thought,
I went in not expecting much at all. I didn't really expect much at all, and then I thought it was really good.
listen, I got to the point where, like, as people know, because I have to audit the Guardians of Geekery page, I usually get a lot of the stuff from comic book resources, and nearly a month and a half before Ant-Man, every single article had 3 articles before it, which was to do with Ant-Man.
Really?
And, like, it was so much overhype, it really put me off watching the movie.
See,
But
I didn't see a lot. I didn't see a lot of. I mean, I
just
saw
saw
a trailer here and there.
so much of it. Like, I saw so many pictures and stuff like that. I was just like, nope, don't want to know anything about it. Leave it to one side, and I'll go and watch it in my own time, which I did.
What about those after credit scenes?
The after credit scenes were
Yeah.
mediocre at best.
What?
There's been better ones out there, okay. There has been far better end of title sequences.
Yeah, but the fact that they end the very thing on "I know a guy" and that's Ant-Man.
But also, I thought I quite liked how they changed up the story where it's not Hank Pym.
Yeah.
I'm not actually. Sorry, I'm walking downstairs in a minute and it's a bit dark. I'm not actually liking the sound of this Civil War because I just think that it's just going to be so overcrowded on screen. That's my problem with the Avengers to begin with. And by the time we
Civil War, they can really cut out a lot. Like, there's only like 4 or 5 people in the whole thing that actually matter. You need to have Stark and you need to have Captain America.
Yeah, because it's
Spider-Man kind of needs to be in it, but not that bad. Thor. I don't know how they're going to do the whole Thor bit because in the comics, isn't Thor dead?
Thor's not in it.
Ragnarok.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then.
Not in it.
Oh wait, the big bit. There's that big bit in Civil War where it's the first casualty because Goliath, who this was would need to be in it if they're going to do it, gets pwned by clone Thor, or is it robot Thor? I read the comic like last month, and it's just such a clusterfuck. I don't even remember most of the plot. But like, there's only a few characters in it that are absolutely key, so I think they could probably afford to strip it out without it being like a complete clusterfuck.
Well, we know that we're definitely having Black Panther in it, and we're going to have Spider-Man at some point because the scenes have already been filmed. Who else is in it? Not well, all the Avengers. All the Avengers are in it.
Okay. From a guy who is like mainly a Marvel fan, it might sound blasphemy, but I'm really looking more forward to Dawn of Justice.
Ooh, that's big words coming from Lex.
I am as well, to be honest, and I'm a big Marvel fan.
I'm also more looking forward to Deadpool.
Oh, Deadpool. Everybody's looking forward to Deadpool.
That's going to be incredible.
Do you know that Fox have been talking about getting rid of Fantastic Four? Like, you know how Fantastic Four bombed? Like, really direly bombed. Well,
who here actually saw it?
No, I've not seen it yet.
Who's going to see it? None of us. And we're good at comic book game.
Nope.
I saw one screenshot of Doctor Doom and was like...
I heard the fact that the director didn't... as soon as I read, the director has not used any of the comic book sources, so I was like, oh, fuck you then, I'm not going to watch it.
But what is the point? Like, you can spend... There's... How old is Fantastic Four? Like 1940...
It's a comic book! You need to read the comics.
There's so much history and so many good stories that they could just be like, right, make that storyline into a screenplay, and then they can print their own money, and they're like, no, make something shit.
His director's been saying, oh, this is not what I shot. To be honest, from the sound of it, no matter what they had included that he had shot or not, it would have been a shit movie anyway. Just take it in your stride.
The thing is like, right, the point I was kind of trying to make with Fantastic Four about how bad it was, is they're still pushing along for a Fantastic Four 2, right? But
no, they're not, apparently.
Right, okay, well, this is the last I heard was they were still pushing forward for a Fantastic Four 2, but I'd also heard in the rumour mill that they was going to can Fantastic Four and fast-track a Deadpool 2 movie.
Which would be much better, as long as Deadpool's good.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's okay them wanting to fast-track a second movie, but if they rush it, they're gonna make a shit film.
Yeah, I think Deadpool's got more hopes from everyone, and I think even though Fantastic Four had like a PG-13 rating or something like that,
Yeah.
but Daredevil has an R rating. Not Daredevil.
Deadpool.
Deadpool has an R rating,
And it's still going to make more money.
Going to see it, I'll tell you that.
Listen, it's going to make its budget back because it had a budget of about 63 million, which in Hollywood terms isn't much.
Oh, it's about the same sort of budget as Dredd.
Yeah, about the same sort of budget as Dredd, and Dredd has actually technically made its money back. It just didn't make its money back in the cinema, but because Deadpool is like so advertised and so out there now, everybody's going to go and see Deadpool.
They're going to make the money back in the merchandise alone.
Mate, they're going to make the money back. They're going to make the money back in the opening weekend.
I think that one of the big problems with it being R-rated, though, is like the kind of people who are really into Deadpool are 16-year-old boys on the internet. So it's going to be really hard to, like, that's their main demographic, and they're not going to be able to reach it because the movie's R-rated, which I'm fine with because I'll be able to go to the cinema and there'll be much less
I'll be able to
shitty
go
kids.
to the cinema without any kids going.
No one will be able to bring kids to the cinema, and it's going to be the best.
No, you say that, but like R-rated over in America doesn't technically mean 18 rated over here. It could mean 15.
Nah, it'll be 18 here.
15 would be okay, as long as there's not some 8-year-old being like, Mummy, who's that one? Mummy, I'm hungry. I have to go to the toilet. Mummy. And the mom's just being like...
Yo, bitch, you gonna get slapped.
Do something. If it's really good, if someone says to me after, what did you think it was good? I'm going to go, I'm touching myself tonight.
Okay, I'm going to admit it now. Deadpool is going to be the movie to watch, definitely to watch for next year. And I think it's personally going to be the film that's going to outdo Dawn of Justice and Civil War.
I think Dawn of Justice is going to be the best movie next year. I think also one thing that could possibly beat in the box office, I don't think it will, but it'll be in the top 10 will be Rogue Squadron.
Oh, yeah, fair point. Rogue Squadron, Rogue One.
But let's face it, this year's biggest movie will be Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, because it's Star Wars.
Without a doubt.
But you know what? George Lucas could have made another Star Wars film, and people would have still fought to go and see it.
I wouldn't have. I think because I saw episode 1 and was like,
I would.
No,
and
it's
then
not
saw
about
episode 2, third one I
Episode
didn't see.
2 was like, episode 2 is just like, okay, what have you done? Why have you done this? But yeah.
I haven't read any of the expanded universe stuff. So is the new Star Wars?
By the way, the expanded universe stuff as of last year and beforehand doesn't actually matter. It's not canon anymore, so it doesn't make a difference. Only stuff that's been done since Disney bought it is now canon.
They say.
But there is
I want to see Darth Talon on screen. Like, I know nothing about her, but I've just seen cosplayers that have done her, and
Okay, I think they've said this. Anything that is post
post Disney.
No. Post Jedi. Anything post Jedi is now non-canon.
Yeah.
But they haven't said in previous. That is any of the or expanded universe which is previous to episode 1.
Right. Cool.
Because that could include Darth, whatever he is.
Yeah. Tom was going on about Darth Talon. Yeah. Just to let you know, next year.
Still be canon. I mean, especially like the fact that they've got various people in the Star Wars MMO, which is, actually still part of the Star Wars universe.
Is that still going? I thought that had bombed out already.
It's still going. It's got a lot less people. I stopped playing after like 3 weeks.
Yeah, I think everyone did though.
Yeah.
Like Zero Punctuation has this thing he says. I can't even remember what MMO he's talking about. But he's like, the problem with MMOs is they all last about 3 months and then they sort of poop themselves and get off the internet after they see all the corpses littered outside World of Warcraft's cave.
It was the same as Destiny. I stopped playing after like 3 weeks.
I think
Yeah, because
everybody-
they were like, hey, do you want to play one more map? Yeah, it'll be 50 quid. No, no,
no, it's like, do
no.
you want to grind for hours on end for the minimal sort of equipment?
What I find stupid is, you know, like World of Warcraft. It's now got to the point where it's we've lost.
Oh,
Kira.
yeah, and Matt, but go on.
All these MMOs have got to the point where it's like, oh, let's get some new people in. Oh, you're gonna have to buy the base game and the 5 expansions and the expansion that's coming out in a week. Oh, and everything that happens that everyone got to then got replaced with another world. So you have to go and learn about the stuff that came before, rather as well. It's like, yeah, I'm just gonna go play Grand Theft Auto instead.
Yeah, because I was really into the Warcraft lore, and then Mists of Pandaria happened, and I was like, these are pandas. And then what is the new one called? Warlords of Draenor.
Yeah, Draenor.
Where
Yeah.
they just go back in time and do the story over again. And it's like, no, that's not. No, don't make a whole. They basically made a whole game out of a flashback. Like, no one likes that. But they did it for a whole, like, I don't know, like, an MMO is so much more than just a game. There's so much more time and thought that should be involved in that. And they were just like, nope, fuck you, people.
These days, with the whole thing of free to play becoming really popular, I think MMOs like Warcraft will slightly die off because people want to play things that are free. I mean, I don't play any free games because I find they're usually top down. I can't stand down games. I only like first to third person.
There isn't. There's no such thing as a free game. If you get a free game, then you're expected to pay for something along the line.
Yeah, like
microtransactions, like Fallout Shelter.
Buying lunchboxes.
Yeah, like Fallout Shelter. Lex.
Shut up! I want my lunchboxes.
Lex has bought Fallout Shelter, and all he keeps doing is just like, nope, I must have more lunchboxes.
Right, I've restricted myself. I keep thinking, I could buy these lunchboxes, or half of that's half the price of this nice new game on PS4. I'll buy one set, and then I won't buy another set, and I'll go buy the game. Yeah,
Anyway,
set.
when we're talking video games a little bit here, and we were talking Star Wars, those are 2 cosplays that I'm expecting to see a lot of next year, are Star Wars and Fallout. I'm expecting to see...
At Manchester this year.
I reckon that I'm expecting to see 1 million blue jumpsuits next year.
I saw at least 10 at Manchester Comic Con. I expect to see at least 20 at London.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of Fallout and Star Wars cosplays next year.
Yeah, I tell you something. I'm hoping to see more Batman.
I reckon the Batman thing is going to die off a little bit because the Arkham Knight game's now over and done with.
Yeah,
but the new Batman movie is about to come out as well.
Yeah, so you've got Dawn of Justice cosplayers.
This is why I'm doing my muscle suit now. Is the fact that I can get everything ready, test it all works, then get a Dawn of Justice suit printed up, and then I can be a muscular Dawn of Justice without the armor, and then Keir can do the armored one.
Yeah.
There's always going to be Batman at cons because cons, like, at their core are about nerdy things and comics, and Batman, it's like if you say to someone who's never read a comic book in their life, say, do you know any superheroes? They'll go Superman, Batman, Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Even though
this is another reason I'm doing my Batsuit. I went to Manchester Comic Con. I put effort into making this Green Arrow cosplay.
It looked awesome as well. It actually really did
How
look
many
really...
people actually knew who I was? Like,
Yeah, but is that...
they don't know who I was. So I thought,
What's the point?
I'm not going to put effort into a costume no one's going to care about. Batman. Everyone.
But at the same time, like, Arrow, the show, is cool because they've kind of made Oliver all dark and broody and just make, like, really bad decisions every episode. But Green Arrow is just a knob and no one likes him. That's why he never got, like, lots of attention. Like, have you read any of the Green Arrow New 52 comics?
Yes.
recently?
No, I haven't.
They're
I
dreadful.
like it.
That's the worst of the entire line. And there's some dreadful stuff in New 52, but
Like you know his little canisters on his belt.
yeah.
Oh, what are those? No, they're beer. I like that. I like that.
Nero
I
is
really
just
did.
a drunk.
I wanted to do the cosplay and just no one knew who I was, so I thought, screw it. I'll put the effort into making a costume people will actually know.
But everybody
I
knew.
put all my effort into building my armor for my first big thing, and no one knew who I was, bar about 3 people. But it's nice to have something. I don't know. I think I wouldn't cosplay to get recognized. I cosplay because it's fun.
I cosplay for the characters that I enjoy cosplaying.
I'm gonna be. I like doing photo shoots. I just didn't have anyone want to take any photo. Any photographers want to do any photos. It's like I kind of like that bit.
See,
Yeah.
I cosplay for the characters that I enjoy from the comic books. That's the reason why I do Night Owl, because Night Owl, even though nobody other than Watchmen fans know who he is, I enjoy the cosplay. I do get recognised from time to time. I just really enjoy that character. Oh, and by the way, Tom, I'm going to be doing Dr. Fate next year. I've decided.
I have to rehash my Constantine again. I said I would wear it day to day if I thought I could get away with it, but
You could.
I could, but not in my work because they have a dress code. It's kind of like you have to have nerdy T-shirts at least 4 days a week.
Oh, right.
Like they might allow you to wear a shirt on the Friday for like casual Friday, but no, it's gotta be Star Wars or Halo or something.
Well, if you go as Constantine, you have to get Freya to dress as White Canary.
That's actually really Didn't she?
I wanted to go as Black Canary because
Didn't she actually do Black Canary or did something?
did because I pressured her into it because she actually that wasn't a cosplay, that's just her actual clothes that she has, and I just basically she bought a blonde wig to do a Taylor Swift cosplay because there's a video that her
Fuck off.
I don't know, but she had a blonde wig and I was like, you should do Black Canary now, and she was like, no, but I just kept repeating it for about 20 to 30 minutes until she gave in. And then it looked awesome, so I think that's just further proof that I'm always right.
White Canary, Legends of Tomorrow, is it?
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Tom hasn't heard any of this, I don't think. Right, you know that Constantine's coming to Arrow, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's coming to episode 4. Well, he's a big part of why Sarah comes back as White Canary.
Ooh, that's weird.
That's
A
why
really big.
I have the comic where White Canary first appears actually sitting up there, but I don't see how they could.
it's different. Completely different concept.
It would be because they're making dinner or not dinner. But
Buried
Sarah.
her, and because they buried her, she'd be decomposing. So I'm guessing Constantine helps somehow with that.
I'm hoping so. Why did they Firefly that show? They could bring him back. I hope they could put him in cameos in Supernatural.
Well, there's a good chance he's coming back for CW. If it all kicks off the way they want it to with episode 4, he could be a regular in Legends of Tomorrow.
Oh god, I hope so.
I tell you something. If he's at Wales Comic Con again, I'm going to meet the guy this year.
Yeah, I want to see him.
Ryan.
I want to meet him. My friend met him, and I was like, oh my god, so jealous of you right now. You met Constantine. Anyway, yeah, Constantine. I'm going to be doing Dr. Fate cosplay next year at some point. I'm going to do it all. I'm going to have the helmet, and I'm going to make the gold ring and the gold belt, and it's going to look awesome.
I will get my pet photographer, and we will have some awesome shoots. I'm going to get that New 52 comic where he... Yeah, I'm going to get that New 52 comic and bring it with us. You know, that one where he bullshits Dr. Fate into thinking...
Yeah, it's a good. That's actually a really good story. It's the only good one out of the entire lot.
Yeah. Have you heard they're doing a Justice League Dark movie? And it's Guglielmo Blue del Toro that's...
No, it's not happening anymore.
Oh, is it not?
It was going to happen, and then Del Toro has decided he wants to work on something else, but it's something to do with Ron Perlman. So
as long as it rhymes with Pacific Rim, then that's fine.
Well, he's doing Pacific Rim 2, that's a definite. He's already filming that at the moment. But there might be a chance that he's doing Hellboy 3.
I've heard that as well.
if they do Hellboy 3, I will be well happy.
Hellboy 2 doesn't get enough love. That's a really good
It
comic
is
book
actually
movie.
a really good movie.
I've never seen it. Never seen the second one.
Oh,
Really
you
good.
have to watch it. The Golden Army is really well done.
Yeah.
It's got a Northern Irish character in it. Granted, it is a disabled troll, but that's about as accurate as you can get to a Northern Irish person, I think, on screen. So
Listen, disabled troll, that just sounds like a normal, like an Irish disabled troll. That's just somebody in Dublin on a night out who's had too much to drink.
I swear, looking at the guy could be a relative. I'm like, who my uncle?
Damien, he's not announced Wales Comic Con yet. I just found out someone who is
Go on.
the voice of Johnny Bravo.
Oh,
Oh, brilliant.
That is
I would just like to meet him just so he can record my phone.
you know the guys who made Johnny Bravo and Powerpuff Girls lived with Seth. What's his name that made Family Guy? Like they all went to school and lived in the same house.
Really?
Yeah. They're all really good friends. They went to the same animation school and the same dorm, essentially. So yeah, that was a cool thing. They were all mates.
There you go.
It's one of those industries.
Oh, yay. Oh, we've just had a message off Leia and David. For those who don't know, Leia and David are currently up at Glasgow Collectomania, and they're doing a panel for the CSM, the Cosplay Support Movement. Tomorrow, Saturday, is it? Yeah, I think it's Saturday that they're doing their thing, but they're up there with staying with Cyclone Jack.
Is it going to be streamed, do you know?
I don't know. I'm kind of hoping somebody can stream it because I won't be up there to stream it for people.
Yeah.
I'm busy this weekend. I actually have plans for once.
I'm busy being broke, or I would have gone.
If it wasn't for the fact that I had no plans and that I came off my bike on Tuesday.
What?
Yeah, I came off my bike, for those who didn't know.
I forgot to mention this earlier. What happened?
It's been all over Facebook.
Yeah, it was on Facebook because I was pissing and ranting about it. Yeah, I went round and round about 5 miles an hour, and there was oil on the road, and the bike went from underneath me.
I'm sorry, I've got to laugh. 5 miles an hour?
Yeah, 5 miles an hour. I hit oil, the back end kicked out, and I went under the bike.
Oh, nice.
And I destroyed.
Were you wearing a helmet, Damien?
Yes, I was wearing a helmet. It's a legal requirement. Of course, I was wearing a helmet. Yeah, I've knackered my leg up a little bit, and the bike was pretty broken, but I've had it fixed since. But it's still not right.
I came off my bike year before last, I think it was, when I was working as a temp. And I was like, I had to come into work by this. There was like a private road, and there were speed bumps all along it. But all the cars just came down that road at like 60 miles an hour because it was easily like 400 yards long. So they were just like, gotta get to work. So I thought I'd be safe and looked behind me before I turned in. And as I turned, I hit a speed bump, and I was going at cycling the bike like I just stolen it speed. And I did like an awesome front flip over the handlebars, and like I went so fast that the bike just kept going without me and didn't hit me. I landed on my back and like bruised my ribs.
Oh.
But I was like, the thing that was freaking me out the most was I was gonna have to call Freya and be like, I'm in the hospital. And every day before I left, she was like, don't die on that bike, don't crash the bike, because she was convinced I was gonna just drive it into a lorry with a crack. And sure enough, that day she was like, just be extra careful. I was like, yeah.
Well, you didn't die.
Yeah, no, I just shit myself. Thought she was gonna kick the shit out of me whenever I got home. This barely contained anger / worry. It was pretty.
But yeah, I would have gone up to Glasgow if it weren't for the fact that I'm busy this weekend with family things, and I've now had to pay out money for fixing the bike. Otherwise, I would have gone up and filmed the panel for everybody and done a live stream whilst I was there. But me and Lex are going to be keeping a constant update for Blackpool Comic Con, and next year we're going to be at Brighton Comic Con, so we're going to be constant updates there as well, along with LSCC, MCM. Who's going to MCM in October, by the way?
Not me.
You're not?
Me? No, I'm not now. I just can't get time off, basically.
I can't find a hotel.
I'm going, and I'm going to. What am I doing? I'm doing Blackpool, London, Birmingham, and Wales.
I'm doing Blackpool for this year, and that is it for me then until next year when it hits LSCC. I think it's LSCC first.
SCC is like March, isn't it?
I
Yeah.
think it's a little bit earlier this year. I think it's February this year.
Oh,
That's
right.
going to be a really complicated con for me because I think I've agreed to do about 30 cosplays with different.
Yes, I'm in the same boat because I've agreed to do Green Goblin because it'll be done by then. I'm meant to be having a Watchman shoot.
Hmm.
I'm hoping to have Dr. Fate done by then, so me and you will be doing a shoot with Tim.
Yeah, Constantine's using a transport, so I'll definitely bring
Yeah.
him no matter what.
I'm gonna need like 2 big luggage bags and a full hotel room to myself.
I was thinking I was going to have to buy like a designated cosplay suitcase just to carry like armor and stuff in because I just can't.
Did you see
The
what
last-
I got? Did you
What
see
did you
what I
get?
got from the bat
What did you get?
Did you not see the big sort of container thing that I had my bat suit in?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Whenever
Yeah,
you
that
want.
Really useful, honestly. Really, really useful.
That was really good.
Yeah, that's the sort of thing I'm thinking
I was-
is going to be a good investment.
I was
Yeah,
actually
it's definitely
explaining-
worth getting something like that.
I was explaining to a work colleague of mine today about the fact that me, Tom, and Freya and Ren shared a hotel room together. And we
Yeah.
turned the bathroom into a spray booth.
I recall.
Yeah. I was saying, we got green everywhere. on the
I did the
toilet.
same thing to our bathroom because we don't have a garden now because we live in a flat.
Oh,
So I
that's a
just
shame.
we've got a tiny bathroom and I made just used a cardboard box for my spraying booth and turned the extractor fan on. But I was experimenting, so I grabbed this. I went to Halfords and they do filler primer,
Oh,
and I thought that could be cool. Primer slash a finish, and it was the same price, but it comes out quite dusty.
Oh, right, okay.
Not even thick. So like whenever it dried, it absorbed itself into the foam. And so if you ever put like U-Pol or filler on the foam,
Yeah.
yeah, and after you've sanded it, that's what it looked like whenever you sprayed it on the first time. But
Okay.
there was so much left over, and it doesn't really stick to itself. So it was just like this fine layer of dust, and it went everywhere. So when I lifted the box out of the shower, there was just yellow shit all over the wall. Like it all washed off straight away. It's just but it's just like this weird, and it cracks quite easily as well. So I'm not sure if I like it or not. But
No.
for flat pieces, I think it'll work well. But it'll be my reserve stuff. It's not gonna be my first port of call.
Yeah.
It's my experiment that I've the bullet I've taken in case anyone was thinking of trying Halford's filler primer. Don't bother.
why is it not good?
It's not great. I would have preferred even just using PVA glue and primer. Would have worked a little bit better.
Right, okay.
That would
Then.
have been cheaper.
Lesson learned. I've got to work with. I've never worked with silicone before, but I've got to work with silicone to make the Green Goblin mask. So that's going to be very interesting because I now have to figure out how to use silicone. I've used latex. Latex is completely different. So we'll have to see how that goes.
I'm just sticking to foam for pretty much everything because I find something that I can work reasonably competently with, and I'm just going to leave it at that. That's good
You're
enough.
good with Warbler as well, though, aren't you?
I'm okay with Warbler. I've never I could use it a lot better now from what I know with foam, but I don't know. It's heavy. Like it's really heavy. I don't really.
I'm
think-
actually.
I mean,
gonna, go on.
When I start using Warbler, I think that I'm just going to use it for like little finishes and stuff.
Yeah.
Things that I want to look nice and smooth, like So you almost build a base with foam, a thinner foam, and then use Warbler or something over the top for the details.
Yeah, that's what Kamumi does.
Yeah.
What do you use to get foam smooth now? Then do you what do you prime it with? Yeah.
Well, basically, if it's a technique that I've developed over the time of using FlexBond. FlexBond is fundamentally PVA with latex in it. So you could really make your own by using PVA and something like Copytex, because Copytex has basically got latex in it. So and water it down slightly. So that's basically what FlexBond is. But what I do when I paint it on, a lot of people tend to just plaster it on and try and smooth it all out. What I tend to do is put some on the brush and then dip that brush into water, just really quickly dip it into water, and then smooth it over. And while it's drying, I keep brushing it and keep brushing it while it's drying, and then so that it sort of dries evenly, if you know what I mean. And if
Yeah.
you like, I try to use a foam brush rather than like a bristle.
Bristle.
But you can get a really good effect of like brushed steel if you use a bristle brush with it. You just literally, as it's drying, just really quickly flick the brush through it,
Like up
And
and down, and it'll.
and it gives you that sort of brushed steel effect.
Ah,
Where do you get Flex Bond from then?
It's actually quite difficult to find now. I bought like a bloody 5 litre thing of it, like literally 2 years ago, and it's still going. It's still like half left in it. It's ridiculous. It's like 35 quid for this big tub of it, but it has lasted me ages. And I got it from basically theatre supplies.
Oh yeah.
There's I don't know if they're back in stock. I'll send you some links later.
Thanks.
But yeah, that's theatre production companies and stuff like that tend to use it a lot, or for backdrops and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
It's a really good way of sealing anything, literally anything, maintaining that flex. And it's literally like I've tried PVA, I've tried wood glue, I've tried Mod Podge, all sorts of stuff, and the only thing I haven't tried is Plasti Dip, and the only reason I won't is because one, it's highly toxic, and two, it's bloody expensive.
It's so expensive. I used Plastidip for mine.
The reason
it's
the Americans and the Chinese and the Japanese use it and say is because it's so bloody cheap where they're from.
Yeah.
So yeah, of course they're going to use it, but it's stupid to use it here.
Yeah, I tried using it, but it's just you use so
honestly,
many layers, and it's just no.
I basically came across Flexbond by speaking to a guy called Full Metal Mark, I think his name was, in Canada, and he I just got talking to him years ago, and yeah, he told me about Flexbond, and I found it, and yeah, and I won't use anything else.
I think I'll look it up then because it sounds.
It's really good. Honestly, when I first got it, I thought I'm a bit skeptical about this, because when you have foam and you put PVO on it, if you twist it, it's gonna crack. Like I don't. Loads of people say no, it doesn't, but it does. It does crack. It's the paint flakes away, and what have you. But with Flexbond, I basically Flexbond, paint, Flexbond, and then lacquer. And literally, I've had pieces of foam where I can literally turn it, like twist it like a bloody, like a flannel.
Yeah.
And the worst you get is wrinkling. And I don't know if you saw that little video I posted online. With a hairdryer, if your foam ever wrinkles, just literally run a hairdryer over it quickly, even when it's painted, and the wrinkles just disappear.
Ah.
That's a pretty cool thing. I didn't see that, but I need to watch your videos more apparently.
I don't really post much, but I just thought about it, and I thought, well, when you're heating foam up, it basically goes back into the shape that you wanted it to be,
Yeah.
So I thought, well, surely it's still going to do the same with paint on. Do you know what I mean? And I tried it, and it didn't affect the paint or anything. Now, I wouldn't recommend doing it if you haven't sealed your stuff in Flexbond, because I don't know what will happen then, to be fair. But yeah, no, it's really good. Like, from MCM, I had loads of, like, where I was kneeling down and like, bending, loads of little places where the foam sort of,
Yeah, move.
You've all probably experienced it, and it sort of like makes like little creases and cracks. Yeah, and I've literally just went over my whole batsuit with a hairdryer, and it's all gone, and I mean all gone. You wouldn't know that they were even there.
See, that's really cool. Because a lot of my armor went crazy whenever I put it back into the suitcase, and I got it home. I was like,
yeah.
But I sort of just let it be. Didn't want to risk cracking the paint and everything, but.
Yeah, but this with Flexbond, honestly, I mean, again, like I know a couple of people that have basically made their own with Copydex and PVA. So test it out. I've not tested it yet, but why not, man?
I might give it a try and let you know. Because I've got to come up with some kind of new way to seal if I'm going to do the xenomorph, because it's going to have to be shiny smooth.
Also, the brilliant thing about Flexbond is it doesn't require primer. It basically because when it dries, it actually dries tacky. So when you apply paint over it, it basically sticks to that, and it's not coming off.
That's really cool.
I'm looking at doing making my own warbler, because like there's like warbler is basically just a mixture of polymorph mixed with like fine grain wood dust, and because of where I work making handrails, and it's all made out of wood, so all of the dust that comes off is really fine. So I'm gonna give it a try and make polymorph. I'm gonna get
Basically,
one of
there's
those.
a law that says if you patent a material, you have to still release how it is made.
And I'm gonna buy myself a mangler or a lasagna sheet make, a lasagna sheet maker, and do it that way, and just make sheets of the stuff. And then I'll see how it works, and if it works, you'll be getting some warbler in the post.
Can't sell it. Can't sell it.
No,
Can't
no,
sell it, but you can give it away.
give it away. But like, it's 15 quid for it. It's a
Can you not-
15
can you
quid
not
for
sell
like
it,
50
right? If he adds
other
if he adds-
materials.
a slight like 1% extra of a different material, and then names it, I don't know, Forbler, would he get away with it then?
Yeah.
No. Well, I think
I don't know why this popped into my brain. I was watching a program about it the other day about legal highs. The only reason they're legal is because they stick an extra little thing in it, and the
it
chemical
changes.
compound is basically different
Yeah.
to something that's illegal. So surely that would apply to materials too.
No, I think the patent generally covers any powdered
Material.
I don't know. I haven't checked it, but still, I don't know. I'm assuming they picked what they picked for their material because it'd probably be the best mix in there.
But I'm gonna give Warbler a try, and then if it works out the way it does, then you'll be getting some of it in post.
Lovely.
Because it's like nearly 15 quid for a 50 centimeter sheet.
Yeah, I've got a piece of that and Wonderflex in my cupboard. I still haven't used it yet.
There's no real room for error with it then, is there? If it's that expensive.
Yeah,
No, not
but the
really.
thing is, because you can basically reheat it and redo it, you can make an error and then just start again from scratch. So
Even
say
though-
you make a whole piece and then you go, oh, it's crap, just heat it down, basically make it into slag, flatten it out and use it again.
It's
We have a big
Wonderflex.
box of
But
scraps.
even if you've cut it, can you reform it like stick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
When I did my Captain America helmet, I used Warbler to add the raised details.
Yeah.
All I did was I cut the shapes, heated them and bent them. There were a couple of bits I just have to merge it, so you heat it and sort of rub it into each other.
Oh shit! I didn't realise it was that easy to use.
Yeah, it's really, really easy. It's rough though, so you have to really, like, if you want to seal it and finish it, you have to go over it with just the whole universe worth of primer or what is that stuff Camille uses called? Is it
Gesso.
Oh, it doesn't begin with M. It's G Gesso or Gesso.
Guess
Is
so.
Wonderflex just similar to what's Wonderflex?
Oh, so it's rough. I always thought it was.
Wonderflex is pretty much the same. It's the same sort of material, but it's different compound, and it's got a sort of it's got a fabric almost put into it.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like plaster Paris, but in heatable plastic form.
Okay then.
Yeah, that kind of texture.
Thermoplastic, sort of. I don't know. It's got.
It's
something in
certainly
it.
cheaper. A lot cheaper.
Yeah, you can make armor in it, but a lot of people just don't.
Yeah, because it's so thin.
Oh well. Oh, like I said, I'm gonna give Warbler a try. Right, making Warbler.
Warbler is good.
Yeah.
The Flex might have been a good choice for the red sections on this Outman suit Flex. I bought the foam now. Fuck it. Oh well.
That's it. Foam has been bought. We shall carry on.
I said to do those in that fabric, but
Yeah, I don't like working with fabric. I'm already like I've got to basically piss around with this leather jacket because it's not the right shape. It's really straight, and I need it to cut in a bit.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have to fuck around with the jacket and alter it. And I never have done anything with fabric before, but I'm going to wing it. I'm going to do it.
Yeah. You can only give it a try. Anyway, we are going to call it quits on the Cosplay Collective podcast, episode 20.
All over the place today.
What's that?
Been a bit all over the place today.
Yeah, it has been all over the place, but we have moved like from cosplay to random chit chat to cosplay.
Sadly, we lost Matt halfway through, but
They kept losing me all the way through.
But we got you all back, and I think that's it for the Cosplay Collective podcast for this week. What's it been, like nearly a month since we actually had a podcast together? Something like that.
I don't think I've been on since like January.
So it's been nice just to have a catch up with everybody and see where we're all up to. Anyway, thank you for watching. Don't forget you can subscribe to our channel. You can like us on Facebook. Leave a comment in the box below if there's anything you want to ask us, because I'm certain one of us will have a question, an answer to your question. And that's goodbye from me, Damien Hockey, your guru to all things geek. I've been joined by Mr. Keir Donahue.
See you later.
Hi, Mr. Lex Cole.
Just do it!
Tom Bombadil.
Well done.
Did we get it right that time?
You got it right that time, yeah. You can speak English.
Yeah! Woo!
That's
Anyway,
good.
goodbye from each and every one of us. See you guys.